Hello everyone, good evening.
Good evening.
But today we have only 15 students.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Let's wait a couple of minutes. Let them join.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Ola Dio.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Your camera is just what we can say horizontal, not vertical.
Some vertical scaling.
Vertical. Right. Okay. So tomorrow who are going to participate?
I'll be on duty. I'm currently on duty. I'm at work. That's why
Okay.
I'm trying to mute up. Yes, because my background is noisy.
Okay, no problem, no problem.
Yes, I saw the communication. I would have loved to, but I'll be on duty. It will be painful to miss it, but I hope there will be another session so I can participate.
Okay, no problem at all. Yes, we will have.
All right, sir. Thanks, sir.
And Kechi is there in your. Who is team lead from Group-5?
Okay, good
We are
evening.
here, sir.
We're here. Good evening.
We are here, sir.
Grey
Good evening.
Cody.
Yeah.
Well,
So
it's your turn today.
Yes, we'll be presenting today Group 5. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Gremodi. I'm also here with my team member, my co-team lead, Mr. Vincent Onotu Bello. He will be doing the introduction, the presentation, while I'll be doing the demo presentation as well. Then when we are done, any question they have, both of us will answer the question.
And you had
Thank you very
asked
much.
many questions. You had asked many questions. Now
So,
student will ask.
so they will ask me a lot of questions. I know it is well.
No,
It is well.
no other will ask question.
Okay, so no problem. Are we waiting for people to come or
Yeah,
my
please.
fellow?
Please wait.
I think we are just 26. We can let others join.
Okay, so when they are through, maybe you will share your screen and present first.
Yeah, right.
After you present.
Yeah, just two more minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes. Just
Okay.
wait. Yeah, just wait 2 minutes.
It's okay. 7 minutes right now.
Yes, Vincent, please go ahead. Thank you.
Okay, I can go ahead, right?
Yes.
All right, good evening, everyone. Please, am I audible?
Yeah, you're loud and
Yes,
Yes, you
audible.
are.
Okay. Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Vincent Onochibero. I'm here to represent Group-5, and I'm here with my team leads, Greg Odi, Engineer Greg Odi, Engineer Parimi, and we are here with our co-mentors also, Engineer Nkechi and Ahonyele, Engineer Emmanuel Ulu, and Engineer Anissa Bibi, and the last person, Engineer Aduroja Akinpade. So we're here to present our topic, which is Jira precisely, but we reframed it from the waterfall to Scrum, managing project with Jira. So we can kick off from here. I hope I'm audible a bit. Hello.
Yeah, you're very audible. You're very audible.
You're very.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, audible.
Okay,
Please go ahead.
Okay. Let me start from here. We are here to present the topic, which is Agile or Scrum's project and the traditional versus Agile project management, the Scrum framework, and the Jira basics. Then the live demo, the setup Scrum in the Jira.
Have you shared your screen?
Sorry?
Have you shared your screen?
This is 5 days old. I never we have.
What happened, Greg? Vincent is there.
Mr. Vincent, are you still there?
Ew.
I think it's, I don't know, network issue. Mr. Vincent. Okay.
So let's wait 1-2 minutes. Let them come back. Maybe internet connectivity.
Suspecting that. I think he's sharing his screen now.
Yeah, your screen is visible.
Yeah, your screen is visible now. So you can just go to your presentation. Sure, you shared your whole screen.
Yes, I've shared my screen, but can you see me? Can you see my screen?
Yeah, it's coming up. What you need to do, just
Yes, it's visible.
Okay.
go to where you have your
Just go straight
presentation.
to the yes.
Where you have your presentation.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, very clear, very clear, very clear.
Okay. We are starting from the traditional and agile project management, the Scrum framework, and Jira basics. Then my friend or my colleague Odi will now take over the setting up of the Jira inside the Scrum. Yeah, and then he will do the live demo from there. Okay. From the waterfall, when we check and from what we've already taught last week, from here you could see that we have requirements, we have design, we have development, we have testing, we have deployment, or have maintenance, and then all these stages depend on themselves. The way we are seeing it now, that's why we call it a waterfall. The requirements, the people with the product and the product owner, they have to meet first. And from there, the architect, they'll take over from there. The deployment from the architect, when they are done, the deployment and team can take over from there, and so on. So, but when you see now, why there will be a delay in this project is this. The people designing this project, they have to wait first, so that they have to wait for the people for the requirements, so that when they meet for the product, they discussed before they can start to design. And then the development team, they have to wait for the architect and designers, so that they will now wait for them. When they design, they will now hand it over to the deployment team. Then this process now goes down to the testing, to the deployment, and to the delay. To the maintenance, and this one will really cause a lot of delay, which we see as an disadvantage to the product. Now, out of those disadvantages, we have other ones that will be in a long delivery cycles. The long delivery cycles, like now, like we've been told, we'll have to wait for like 17 good months before this product can see the light of the day. But when we check very well, we'll have to spend a lot of time. Why the spending of this time is because each and every team, they have to depend on themselves. One have to be done with their own before another team take over from there, another. And in that aspect, it will be a bit difficult to manage the uncertainties. What are we calling uncertainties? And for example, if the software you are designing, maybe the development team, maybe they might have forgot to include a change of password, assume change of password. And maybe when they now get to the end user, which are the customers, they now got to know that this product you give to us, we can't even, if we log in and there's challenges, we can't even, or there's password compromise, we won't be able to even change our password. Then from there, they have it serves as a feedback to the company, and they have to go back again and change it. And in changing it, they have to go all over again and start. When you check now, the management is going to be very, very difficult for them. And the last one is limited collaboration. The collaboration, checking now, the collaboration is going to just be within the team. It can't be intra the team. Why? Because the design architectures, they have to manage their team. The deployment team have to manage their team like that, and the development team have to manage their team. They can't enter their own steps. But when you check it very well, a situation where there's a very good, let's call it an unlimited collaboration in between them. They should be able to have a communication. They shouldn't lack any communication gap, because they are dealing with just a project. Yes, it's a project, it's a segment, but within that segment, they should be able to be communicating to themselves, so that they will know how far they've gone in the project. But let's move on from here. Why we are going to choose a past and a modern a method of project management. Now, we now get to the agile methodology. Agile methodology now is just like an opposite of the one we just left. In this aspect, we'll have an interactive approach. The delivery work in a very small and manageable increment. In value-driven, focus on shipping functional products faster. The agile mindset of prioritizing people and flexibility over rigid plan. Continuous feedback, constant cycles of planning, executions, and evaluation. What is this one trying to tell us? It's just like an opposite of waterfall. Then here now there will be an interactive approach. Then the work, because when they develop in a little way, they can easily deploy it. After the deployment, they will now be waiting for the feedback, from the end users and the customers. Sorry, I think someone is. Hello. I hope you're hearing me.
Carry on, it
Yes,
was.
Vincent, continue. It's a mistake. The person just.
Please go ahead. You can
Okay. Okay. So it's just like an opposite of the waterfall method of all this one. Then this one, we're talking about value driven. Yes, the value driven because they are going to be focused on shipping function product faster than how it were because they've developed in a little bit. The one they developed already, they can easily push it out to just test the market to hear from the end user so that they can hear the feedback from the end user that are using the product already. So that once whatever might be their feedback to the company, so the company can actually work on the lapses. A situation where you now want to finish the entire project before you now push it out to the end user and getting to the end user and now discover that there was a mistake and there's no room for a password reset. And in that case, you now bring it back, then it's going to take a long while again to start from a scratch again by doing it one after the other. But a situation where you're using Agile is very, very open. Once we get to the live demo, my colleague Audrey will throw a more light on this particular one. Of course, we are going to see it live how Agile can easily be monitored. Then constant cycles of planning, execution, because as you are doing it, you are seeing everything on the software, even from your own end. The Scrum Master will be able to monitor the project and see it, how far you've gone. Are you still in the process? From the process, are you done with the project? There's still even a room for you to add review, where you can add the review to the process, where you move from to do to in progress. Then from in progress, you can add it to the review. If you have anybody that is, or if you have any master that you're working under that has to do the review of the project, after the review, then the remark will make you to know whether to push it to done or not. So, but let's still go ahead. We'll see where all these things will take place, especially when we go on our live demo. Now, the Scrum framework. The definition of the Scrum framework. A lightweight agile framework that helps to generate value through adaptive solution for complex problem. Like as I've already said, the framework, the Scrum framework itself as a tool that will help us to break down all our works inside the Jira, so that we'll be able to be assigning this job to people based on their role in the company. Like the first thing that will come to your mind is, how do we do it? The first thing is to break down the large project into fixed length period called sprint. Most of the things I'm telling you right now, then my colleague Audrey is still going to throw more light on it, especially when we are doing the live demo. We now do the focus on the role, the events, and the artifacts. Then the support, interactive, and incremental delivery encourages team collaborations and transparent. Then the three pillars of all this project is transparency, inspection, and adaptation. Transparency, everyone will be able to, from your dashboard, everyone will be able to see how far the work have gone. Are you still in progress? Are they reviewing your project at the moment? And are you done with this particular work that have been assigned to you? Then on the inspection, checking and progress frequently. This one is the work of Scrum Master. Scrum Master will be able to check how far each and every team have gone on their job. It can still split down to the individual, even within the team, individually, how far people have gone on their job. Then adaptation, adjusting the process if something hasn't working. Like the example I've already laid earlier, it's very, very easy to go back to the drawing board and check what of these things that is not working. That is from the feedback we got back from our end user to see what that is not working. How can we easily fix it? Because if you want to wait till if you are still using the old method, which is the waterfall, which is the old method, if you want to wait until when the project is done completely before you now get the feedback from the customers, which are the end users, before you now start getting it to fix it again, there will be a delay. But on this a Scrum framework, you'll be able to easily get to know if there are anything that is not working fast. So let's go ahead and still see how far we've gone. Then why do we need them Scrum? It empowers team. Developers manage their own works. Like now, the work is being assigned to you. The work as assigned to me is different from the work being assigned to Gore. The one that is being assigned to Lucy is different from the one assigned to Engineer Audit. So like that. So I'll be able to monitor my own work. Each and every individual in the team will be able to monitor their own task. And even as a team, we will be able to monitor how far we've gone in our own team, maybe like an end user, a front end, then we'll be able, a front end, a back end, we'll be able to manage our job effectively. Then predictable delivery. Then we'll be able to say, okay, how far we'll be able to deliver this job. Is it going to take us 2 weeks? Is it going to a week? Is it within 24 hours? From there, we'll be able to know how fast we are going to deliver. We can predict when we are going to deliver our job based on the estimate of the job given to us. Then continuous improving. Then as you're working, we are checking where you've gone, where you've been so far, and what you've done, and all that. So you'll be able to monitor your own self, how far you've gone with your job. Then customer alignment. Then the frequent feedback, like I've said earlier, when you build, you deliver, you deploy. I mean, when you build, you deploy, and as you deploy down to the end user, which are our customers. They will now check from their own end, and they see what are not working. They'll be able to give feedback to us. With this, it now take us closer to the end user, which are the customer, to enable us get quickly the feedback, to enable us make an amendment if there is any need in our work that we are doing. Let's move front. Then there are the tools we are using for the Scrum framework. We have Jira, we have Kanban, and we have Azure dashboard. But on this particular one, we are going to based on this our class tonight, we are going to use Jira as our demo. Then what is Jira, and then why do we use Jira? Jira is industrial standard software development that we use, and is being developed by Attention. So Jira is just like a project management hub software that is being used based on the workflow automation, the transparency, the integrity, the integration of the report, and integration of other softwares. Let me break it down in this aspect. Then it has workflow automation. It automates repetitive tasks, ensuring that the teams flows the Scrum process. Some of the things we are going to do today in our demo, you will see that it has some workflow that we're going to follow, and all this workflow, it can easily be automated. That it will be so easier for you as you are doing it. Once you are done with this process, if your job is still in progress, you will be seeing it there. When you are done, you will shift from there automatically to done phase. But my colleague Audie will do that demo. We'll see it. Then it's completely transparent. It's a real-time view from your backlog, sprint progress, individual team members, because you are seeing the job you are doing, you are seeing the work you are doing. With that, you'll be able to see even not only from your own end, from your team and from the entire framework, you see where each and every individual or a team have gone in their own assigned job. Then it's very easy for you to integrate to other software. Yes, like GitHub, like Slack, you can easily connect with it, so that as you are doing your job from your Slack or from your GitHub, it depends on the one you integrated with, you'll be able to see it from there, the job you are doing. Now the project structure in Jira. Then in Jira has a structure. Jira is just like a folder, like the way you create your own folder when you have a project. You create a project folder. Then inside this folder, you can either create another folder, or you can equally create a file inside it. You understand? Then now that is how the same way project or space in this Scrum in Jira works. Then we have project. Project is the highest rank of the level. Then from your once you create your project, you'll be able to inside your project, you can go ahead and create your epics. Project is the highest rank in it. Then your epic is just like a large body of work that can be broken into a smaller task. Then inside your epics, you cannot create your story. A story is a feature or requirement written from the user's perspective. So from that, your story, you can equally create your task, and you see your subtasks there, the each technical step needed to complete a story. Then from there, you can equally create a box. A box is a place where when you have issues, you can easily debug. You can push to fix your issue inside your project. Then from here, you can watch it from here. You see the hierarchy. Then from project headquarters down to the epics to the story. Then from your story, you can have your story and conference room setup. Then a server rank of installation. Then the subtasks create credentials, and the subtasks where you create your Wi-Fi access is just like. Then the bulb is a place where you now and fix if there is any issues, if there is any error. Now, from here, we'll be able to start our creation and set up a profile. From here, the same way we normally do it, or from our previous class. What we'll do is to just go to our Jira portal and sign up with your personal detail, which majorly is your email. To be able to use your email to get your setup done. Then once you do it, you can get it verified. But I noticed that you can actually go ahead and without any verification, if you are using your email, especially if you log in your email into your system, to go ahead straight and without any verification and set up your profile. Then from here, I will hand over to my colleague. Then my colleague will now start his demo from here, where he will now start up his profile, so that we'll see the live demo.
Excellent presentation. Well done.
Hello, Audrey, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Thank you, Vincent. That was a lovely presentation. You can stop sharing your screen. Let me share my screen.
Okay, thank you.
Stop sharing your screen. Let me share my screen.
You can go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'll do this. Sorry. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Thank you very much. So basically now I will be doing the demo presentation for the Jira. I have opened. Okay. This is here. So I already have 2 accounts open, but let me see if I can use a new account to open so that they can see the Jira profile setup. So let me log out from here. Let me log out from here. Log out from here. So basically, what the good thing about Jira is that it's, for me as a person, I try to connect concept based on physically what I can see around me. So basically, if you look at the agile framework or the structure, I look at it like a building, as in a project. I see Jira I see it as a project. So the project is the building or the spaces. Then I see the epic as the floors in the building. I see the stories as the rooms. Then, in the rooms, you have different kind of rooms in the building. You have the kitchen, you have the living room. So if we look at the kitchen, basically you have the cooking gas, you have the pot, the spoon, the dining table, and all that. So these are things I can look at as tasks. Then in the bedroom, you definitely have your wardrobe, your closet where you keep your clothes, and you have your bed. So basically, that would be your subtasks. Defining the room now as a story. Then basically, the advantage, we'll say, of the agile form of development, while the waterfall scrum method is that you find out that in the waterfall method, that is software development lifecycle of previous way of doing things. Okay. Science of doing things. You find out the process takes a very long time because basically you have the stakeholders having to do.
They are bashing things
You
like
say? Hello, can you please mute your interfering? So as I was saying, so in the old form of software development, the project takes a very long time. Like as my team lead said, about 17 months. Why does it take so much? Because you find out that the client takes about a time to do his brainstorming and what he wants to do. After that stage, it goes to the design phase and planning, where the business analyst has to go back. Sorry, I'm just taking my time to get the code because the code has been sent to me, that has been emailed to me. Let me see if I. Okay. So he has to go back and forth with the stakeholder. He has to go back and forth to the stakeholder to determine what are his business needs and his objectives. So that takes a considerable amount of time. So when he has discussed with the stakeholder, okay, when he has discussed with the stakeholder, basically he has to create functional documents and non-functional documents. So let us assume the project is supposed to be an e-commerce website. So basically, what will have the functional documents there will be things like the landing page, the login page, the landing page, the login page, sign out, that will be the features. Then the non-functional documents will be things like the system or the software having a high availability. So, high availability and fault tolerance at 98.8. So once he has done that, we now have what we have to call the SRC, which is the software requirement specification. And even after he has gotten that, he has to go back to the stakeholder again to get an approval. So once that approval has been gotten, he now sends it to the design team, design and architect team. And those one will now use that document and conceptualize how the project is going to be like, bringing different forms of team. He brings the UI, UX person who will do a wireframe of what the project should be like. The data architect will come in and maybe do the relationship between the tables, the schemas of the tables, how they are related. Then they consider things like integration. How they're going to integrate to third-party softwares and all that. So that process can even take about 3 months. Then they now get their technical document, which they send now to the coders, who will now do the backend logic and also do the user interface. That can take about 6 months to 12 months, basically. So you find out after that stage, they are now going to the testing and the quality assurance people who will rigorously test that software for bugs and issues. And any bug and issue that comes up at that time, they'll have to revert back to the coders and the developers. So after that stage, it now goes to the deployers, and sometimes they might decide to say instead of the application, they want to put it in the UAT, which is a user acceptance testing, where they can be doing better, where there's minimal testing to see the usability of that software and how good that software is. So after and that UAT is just like a mirror of the production. So after they have now done that, they now deploy to production. Now, but the challenge here is this. Let us now assume that why they were trying to like deploy that software, the architect team realizes that they made a mistake somewhere, that some schema tables and all that are not connecting very well. They have to go back and start all over again. So the project that maybe they were looking at 17 months might even take longer. So it was never really the best for the stakeholders because they don't know what they are going to spend. There is no MVP for the project because you want to invest in a project, you don't know how much you're going to spend. You have been spending money, then maybe after 17 months before you know. That is what brought about the agile methodology, where we now have the Scrum, and that one became better because basically what now happens in the agile form of technology is that it uses the Scrum framework, which is like the structure of the setup, where you have the product owner who represents the stakeholder. He will be checking the box and make everything is done according to. You have the Scrum Master, which will be making sure everything is done accordingly. So let me just leave that story since I've now gotten. I was just trying to buy time, so trying to buy time. So basically, I'm trying to open what I'm doing. I'm trying to open a new Jira account because I've opened another account so that maybe we can see the process. Those are opening accounts. So actually, I have logged into the account. I'm trying to sign in. I'm trying to use a new name, which I have done. It sent me an authentication, which I have logged in and put in. So now I'm trying to do my password so that I will log in. So we'll start from there. So thank you very much for your patience. Sorry, my network is quite slow. Okay. So let's look at the demo and see what we're supposed to do. Keep it done. So we're saying scenario, it's a real job ticket. You're joining a DevOps team. Before you can work on any backlog items, your manager needs you to create a Jira account, set up your profile so tickets and activities are traceable, explore the dashboard projects. So no issues yet. So what's the learning objective? The learning objective is that by the end, you'll be able to sign up and log into your Jira Cloud account, verify your Atlassian account, set up a professional Jira profile, navigate Jira dashboards and view projects, Scrum or Kanban. So prerequisite, internet and a browser, or a working email for Google login. Basic understanding Jira, the tool used for agile planning and tracking work. So note an injunction. If you already have an Atlassian account, you will log in instead of creating a new one. Jira may ask you to create or join the site, your name attached on there, that's normal. URL labels can slightly differ depending on the region account type, but the outcome remains the same. So tax 1, sign up for Jira Software Cloud. The goal is to create your Jira Cloud account and access the Jira software. Notes, go to the Jira page and all that. Try it for free, which we had actually done because when I opened the Jira, I had another account where I created something. So I had to now log out, put in a new email address. So sign up using your Google email, then complete any onboarding process. So the screenshot is take welcome page to Jira. I think we say we have that now. So this is the Jira account. So basically with this, I would say we are now in Jira. So we have opened the account. So let me see what this tax 2 is saying. So let me look at what the other tax are so we can continue. So it says tax 1, tax 2, verify your Atlassian account. Go confirm in verification, Jira for it. Check your inbox for, which is what I did. This is my inbox. This is what they sent me. So I think we've done that. Sorry. The next thing is to be. I'll tell you. Check your verification and confirm you can log in successfully. We have done that. Then the screenshot 2. If a combination scheme after email verification, inbox shown as verification. Tax 3, set up your Jira profile, professional. So what we're to do here, update your profile so your work is traceable and professional. Note, click the avatar, top right, profile account setting and profile. Update your full name. Profile picture optional but recommended. Job title, role. Example, aspiring DevOps engineer, DevOps this and that. Short bio example. I hope I have this picture in this system. I hope I do. So this is where this thing should go. We're going to click here. Go to profile. So once you click the profile, it will take some time to open up. Okay. Sorry, I don't know. It's like my system is, the network is quite slow. What's happening? Maybe I'll try to open another one. So let me just see if I can open the old one and just use that step. Maybe this one is.
Also, try and minimize the tabs you are not using because all of these things makes network very slow. Just minimize the tabs you are not using, okay?
That's what I think. I was trying to open it, maybe a new one, the former one. So this one is just.
You can check it on incognito mode.
Yeah, maybe I'll just open I'll open another.
Please, Audrey, you can be using Chrome. Chrome is more faster.
Yeah, that's
Chrome
what
might
I
be
want
more
to do.
faster.
That's what I want to
Okay.
do.
Chrome is more faster and well organized also.
Yeah. Just that most times I only. I don't want to sign.
Mr. Greg, please,
Yeah.
if it won't worry you, kindly turn off your video. Okay, it will free up some.
Yes,
Yeah.
let me do that. Thank you.
Yeah, that's true. It will help you a lot. That's why I turned off my own video while I was doing mine.
Why do I have to stop sharing now to do that?
No, you don't have to stop sharing. Just turn off your video. You don't need to stop sharing. Just turn off your so that you will be you'll not be showing on the video.
I need to show the interface. I need to see this. Okay,
So
okay. Sorry. I think I'm seeing share. I'm seeing pause. Okay, I see. Okay. So, no problem. Yeah. Sorry for the hiccups. I had to basically change to another account again.
It's okay, no problem. It will still start.
Then sorry, there's something I noticed. Maybe that is what even happening to me. I noticed is like Jira kind of has like two versions. There's a version 1 and there's a version 2 from my own understanding, because I noticed when I open up my disk and I don't see project, I see spaces. Whereas in some people's own, you see projects and all that. So most times when you see those projects, because I was working with someone, was it yesterday or so, his own interface was different.
Why you
His own
keep
interface.
changing on the different regions, Jira?
Yeah, so it was showing projects. So for an instance, it was like, it was not showing this backlog, showing this pod and all that. So I think after much troubleshooting, I realized that I had to now click the work settings. So around there. Then before it now shows you on this left screen, it now shows you Jira. Because when you now click Jira, you begin to see all this. So let me just, we're going to be switching between two tabs now. No problem. Sorry. Very sorry for the
Right, you don't need to even come here again. Everything I've summarized everything in the slides. You can just go ahead and use the slide.
Maybe let me
Yes,
just use
I
the
summarized.
slide.
Yeah, I
Everything. So
summarized everything there. Just go to the slide. Yes, you see where you are. You starting up. You see everything.
Yeah, but okay. So that means I will not have to go into it, but I'll just still try and open it. So let's see. No. Okay. So this is assignment 2. Sorry for the hiccup. This is an African challenge. Network issues and light issues. Okay, I think we have done creating the accounts. You can verify the account you have done that. So set up a Jira profile. I think that was what we're trying to do. Okay, so let's go there. Open Jira profile. So click, go to Jira, this is the profile. So I think I had already done that before. This is where you edit. Okay, let's click it. Tell them to bring the picture. Add file picture. Okay. Play the photo.
Greg, there is no need to update photo and all. Okay, just explain all these things, small thing. Like from here, we
Okay.
can update our
Okay.
photo, and
Okay.
you just
So
explain
sorry.
that. Okay.
Okay. Sorry. When you click this upload photo, it takes you to your folder. So you now have to find where your this thing is, all that, where your photo is. Basically, the full name, you put your name. I have put my name there. You put your name. You click OK. Public name you want it to be. You put this job title. So I think a job title. So say DevOps. Whatever, you put OK. If you're working in a company, okay, cloud, you put your department.
And what is the right side? Anyone? What is the anyone here? What is right side there?
The anyone who can see this, basically, it's all about your visibility settings. Do you want anyone can see your profile? That is, it's visible, like your link when you, as a team, when you send out the link for something. What you see the full name you provide is visible to anyone who can view your content, including people outside of your organization, accessible by installed apps. So basically, even anyone outside your organization, when it's visible, they can see. That's what you basically say anyone. So it could either be anyone, it could be private, depending on how you want the settings to be. So,
okay.
So let me now go to this thing. Add your job title, set the time zone. So I think we should be done with that. Then explore the Jira dashboard and project. What is a dashboard? You basically say that a dashboard is a customizable view that displays charts, maps, and lists to track your team's health. Explore the navigation bar on the left, options such as recent, start, apps, spaces, teams, and more. Then about the purpose and usage of them. So basically, we just go to our Google browser, go back to the dashboard, because basically we are in the profile here. Come back. Okay. So basically, you can see, find more. Okay, we're not exploring feature. Let's just click Jira, and it takes us to the platform. Okay, it's Jira. Now.
So assignment 1 done or not done?
Okay, it's yeah. So let me remove this. So what they wanted us to do was explore recent, showing what has been done. A board was created some time ago by PMW, Gboard, Ramesha's template, what I was trying to do it. So in this one, we added a footer with version and deploy dates. We did this, we have the scrum space. To start, basically, if you want some things, I haven't started anything. You have the apps, you have explore more apps, you have plans, you have your spaces. Basically, this is where you click if you want to create spaces. You have your filters, you have your dashboards, you have your things. So that is that for exploration. Then if we go to now we're an assignment to stand up Scrum in Jira for DevOps micro internship, create the Jira project, click on the create space. Select your project type, which should be Scrum from the template library. Use a clear Jira project name. Jira will already create a key. This prefix will appear on every ticket you create. set as company manage, team manage based on your team side needs. You select team manage. So I'm trying to see what's going to be the project name. Okay. So that is why I might have to go back here and open. Okay, just copy it here. Let me open it here. Copy. I might need to copy so that I basically know what the name is. Okay. There, because beautiful. These are logged in. This one should open. Start assignment. Okay, so basically it says I should go to project, create a project, choose Scrum template, choose team manage, project name DevOps website. I think I've done that. I did something like that there. So maybe in this case, not to cause confusion, I'm going to call it DevOps Internship website 1. Maybe call it new. So basically, we go here. We can create from here. We can create from here spaces, but we should be on the backlog basically. So let's create the spaces.
You don't have much time. Great, just explain quickly
I don't
what.
Even have,
yeah.
Okay. Basically, we click spaces. We click software development. We take Scrum. You take Scrum. You go straight down. Take Scrum. This one. I've taken software before. I'm supposed to have it. Sorry.
Just widen your screen. You see next. Just widen your screen after you click them. So you use this template.
Sorry.
Yes.
Use template. Yes, that's what. So we put the name. I think I copied the name before. I'll call it site 1. How is this to be managed? Team managed. I think the setting was supposed to be private. I should think so. So that right. Then that's the key they were talking about. So the template is Scrum. Next. So we're not bringing anybody to the team. I need to do that for later. I think that's created. So the next thing is supposed to be take a screenshot of the project created, project sidebar showing project name and key. So this is so maybe let's close this one for confusion. So this is a new project.
Hello?
This is a new project. This is a new project. So let's just go forward so that we don't waste time. So the first thing now, task to create your first epic book from backlog. So we should be in backlog. Another mistake you should very consider that this first one is the sprint. You don't click the create from the sprint. You go down here under the backlog and click create button. When you click the create button, make sure you're creating a story. So make sure you click story. Let's see what's the name they said to use to create. Sorry. Before we go that, open your project, go to board, go to backlog, enable epic panel. Make sure they go panel before you now create this thing and take this thing. So sorry, let me just copy this thing and I'll see the extent because I was trying to do the way no one who is watching in my profile. So before you even go to this create, you're supposed to have done something. You should go and make sure your epic is showing. Click here and go to this place. So view settings. So this is your epic panel. You click it to be on. So once you have done that, you see now the epic has come by the side. So you close that. So now you go and create epic. Sorry, creating your epic. So basically, and the name of the epic is, you press enter. So that is your epic now. Showing Polish there, my website, you deploy. I think I might have to be fast about this now because I think we wasted time so much with the delay of my system and even my laptop battery. So I think I have to be fast. Okay. So we have created our epic, which is Polish. So screenshots. So back of you showing your epic one and your epic visible. So basically what they actually mean here is you're supposed to have done this. Take your screenshot with the epic showing and the epic panel visible. You have done that. Sorry. So the next thing is supposed to see the product backlog, 6 stories under the epic and Fibonacci point. So you have to create 6 stories under the epic with story points using Fibonacci 1, 2, 3 notes. In the backlog, click create issue, type story. Make sure it's under the parent, under the police DMI website. You assign a story to yourself, add story points 1, 2, 3, add the acceptance breaking, repeat for 6 stories. Okay. So basically, this is what we're going to do. We're going to create, which we were trying to do before. It is already in story. That's why it's not showing story then. We have taken story. So, but sorry, this is saying create an issue, type story. Okay, type story. So I think we need to go down now to know the names of the story. So this is the first story, S1 hyphen update site header text 2 points, description change. So what we'll do is I'll copy this. I don't know. I like to copy with the S1 and the so that it shows when I click it here. First story, click create. So maybe what I'll basically do, I will just, so as not to waste time, I'll just create the stories first and begin to go and alter it to save time. Now we're supposed to do something, alter the labels and all that, fix the labels. But I won't do that now because if I do that now, it's going to be a challenge when we get to tax 5. We want to filter something. So I'll just copy this one now. That will be the second story.
You don't need to perform every task. Okay, just
okay. I just want to maybe I'll do 2, 3, and 4 so that I can show that piece where they talked about shifting story 2 and 4, doing something and shifting it to the sprint. Okay, whatever. Let me just do 1 and finish. So because of time, once you set this up. Okay. So description is supposed to be. I've done this for the header. So since I have done that, all I'm supposed to do now is basically kick this piece. It's going to open. Also, there's something you can do. I can also click this. I think if I click this, it will open on another page. No, it's open on another page. So basically now, let me not do this so it doesn't stress me. So this is our header. Description is this. Normally, what I normally do in this place basically is to create another field for the acceptance criteria. But I'm not going to do that because of time and all that. What I will just do is I will copy I will copy both the description. This is the description. Change the top header. Blah blah blah. Just learn by this thing. I'll copy that. Copy the acceptance criteria. Sorry. Copy. paste that here. Save. So it's assigned to me, will assign it to yourself, I'll assign it to Greg. And I think the story point estimate is supposed to be 2. So yeah, 2. So that should be that. I'm supposed to do the front end this thing as the label, but I'm not going to do that now, so that I will do that later when we get to tax 5. So it will be easy for me to filter, to select them and show the filter with ease. So the next story is supposed to be primary button color refresh. That is also because I know there's a tag somewhere where they said we should do story 4 and story 2 to do something. So we're gonna edit this place again. So one here. This place again. Go under here and click repeat again. Put the name of the story. Enter. Then also it has come up. So if we want to, we can also assign from here by clicking here. Assign to the name. So that is. Then even the story point, we can click here if we don't want to go and put the story point. So the other thing we need to put now is the acceptance criteria and description. So there's a way you can also create another field. I won't do that now because when you do that most times, it shifts your story point. You begin to look for your story point. So this is saying as AC. AC is the same thing as acceptance criteria. So
Nice. Can you please respect yourself?
Nice. Go on mute, else I will remove you. Nice.
So we've done that. I think we have done story point. It shows you we have assigned. Okay, so that one is gone. Let me just rush and do 3 and 4. Then I think I will stop from there. So this will be improve your. Then basically, I think because I know there's a label that is having DevOps, not front end. So basically, we might need to copy that one. Once I see that one, I will just stop what I'm copying to save time. Okay, let's leave this one. Let's just go to F4 that has DevOps. So we have one front end, we have one front end, we have one DevOps, so that we can filter. It's just the same process to do the whole 6 and all that. So that means in this case, when they're asking me to show the whole 6, I might just do 21 or 2. At least you know we're trying to save time. So bear with me. So create the page and then copy this for so come up and shape this up for someone. So let's assign from there. I'm assigning to myself. I think S4 should story 1 if I'm not mistaken.
Greg, I am very sorry. You have only 7 minutes left.
Well, okay. Let's see whether we can do magic now. So now we need to copy. Description. Yeah. Once you have added all the stories, the next thing is to add your stop starts for 2 stories. So for S2, you're going to add edit HTML. So I'm going to S2. This is S2 is what is this? So S2. Okay, this is S2. So once you click S2, it opens on this side. So we'll go and look for the tags. That's the subtags. Click subtags. Paste it here. Okay. We'll look for the second and the third two. So we are doing 4 subtags, but I think I will just paste 2 and just the most important thing is just to see the process and understand what is being done. So you see it has updated now. Back here again. Paste. Enter. So that's that. Well, let's go to S4. The other one they were talking about. We pay the same for S4. So open story, click plus and create child block. Now we open story, create child block, open just so sorry, S4. It's simply the same task. So we're just doing basically the same task with S4. Subtasks.
We understood. Go next. Okay.
Yeah, just do this one. I'll go next.
Yeah, you have added subtask. After that, what you will do?
Okay. So they said we have to take a screenshot of showing all the tasks created. So to see all the tasks created, so,
Rest the steps you can explain. Okay. You
okay,
don't
so
need to do. Just
basically,
explain what you will do after that, and after that, what you will do. You can
just take
explain.
a screenshot, show all your subtasks. In short, S2. So basically, you click X2. If you click S2, it will come up, your tax will come up. You click S2. These are your tax for S2 subtax. You do the same thing for S4. Show you the same tax there. And those are the tax for S4. That's that. Tax 2 is here. So you see, goal, add labels for filtering and reporting. So you're going to add the labels. So let's add the label front end for 1 and 2, then DevOps for 4. So that is why I didn't want to do that, because we're supposed to do that as a process. So one, we'll go to where we have the labels. Okay, sorry, the parent, you can even say the parent. This is the parent for it. So that is the epic, which is the parent. The storage is under the epic. So we click there and progress. Then we now go to the labels. The label, sorry, showing on. So they said if you put front end. So enter. So S3. So labels. Supposed to be the epic. So we go to S4. S4 will be DevOps.
Greg, just go ahead. You have just shown how to add label. After that, what
Okay.
next?
Okay, what next? The next stage is basically telling us ensure your story had at least one label, which I've done that screenshot. Backlog storages as labels applied at 2 stories visible with labels. So basically what you do is that you go to filters. You go to filters, you go to filters, the filter. You click labels. So you want to put front end. So when you click this like this now, it shows you sees your front end. So it's like when you clear the filters, if you want to do it again, I think DevOps is not showing because I've not added the DevOps. Time is going. So if you wanted to do that, if you had added the DevOps as a subtask, when you go there and click, you will see DevOps as well. So that is for yeah, create a sprint, 1 week, set sprint goal and start sprint. So in your backlog, create sprint, name it sprint 1. Drag 2, 3 stories into sprint 1. Sprint goal, 1 sentence. So let me copy this before I start it. Now this is the tricky part. You have to be really cautious and wary here, because basically if you look at if you look up here, normally when you created your spaces, a sprint was created automatically for you, which is called DMI WG sprint 1. So if you create another sprint, you're going to have a problem. So the best thing you do, just come here, click there, remove that name before. Yes. So that is your sprint as sprint 1 now. Because if you do that, you're going to have challenge. They tell you to drag 2 or 3 stories. So let's just drag story 1 up here and drag story 2. Drag story 2 up here, no problem. So you can now start your sprint. So what's the duration of your sprint? 1 week. Then you can also fix the end date. Then there was something they told us to do, sprint goal, which I had copied. Ship visible, DMI, whatever, your sprint. You see your sprint has started. The two sprints starting. I think we're supposed to shift it. It's in progress. We are supposed to shift. So start your sprint. So screenshot 8, sprint 1 is created with stories and point visible. Sprint 2 started, view active sprint board showing the sprint goal. This is the board. To do your shifting goal and all that. So that is that. So go save time. Use filters to be also than that. So I think we've done something like that. Only front-end label items, only DevOps stories with subtasks, capture how the board backlog changes. Screenshot append label front-end. So basically, what they were telling you to do is you go to your backlog, you click the filter.
You've already explained, right? You have, yes, you have already explained. Okay. Just go ahead.
I already explained that.
Okay.
So the last part is supposed to be open your burnout report. So this is the tricky part, because basically you're not going to see any burnout report here. So you have to click navigation. Click at 11 plus and you click report. You add to your navigation. So you click your burnout chart. So that is your chart. Anyway, my chart is not really showing much because what a rush demos presentation. So you take screenshot. Report settings is if report is visible, enable is the project setting features and report, which we have done when we went to setting this and that. Then so we take that screenshot. If one is not ready yet, that's okay. You just started a sprint. I just started a sprint, so maybe that's why we're basically not having any burnout. Then this is your sprint burnout chart, showing the report 1 sprint, showing the scope of changes, log, incomplete work items, S1, S2, summary S2. So
yes, we can see.
So thank you very much, and I thank you for understanding. So our network messed up and really fumbled.
Oh, it's okay. You took so much time, but you have explained very well. Excellent. Well done. Thank you so much, Craig.
Thank you very much. So how do I stop sharing my screen? Stop sharing my screen.
Guys, if you have any question, then please ask your question. If you have any question, please raise your hand and ask your question.
Okay. Okay. No question. question.
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Okay. I just wanted to ask,
Okay.
the last demo, we're told that
Yeah.
burn up report was better, but I've not seen people use it. Everybody is still using burn down. Why were we told to do burn up as if burn up is preferable? Can you give me some clarity on burn up, burn down? Which one should we use?
Okay. I think at this stage, burn up or down. Let me look at the question first. I'm going to look at it and maybe give
Okay.
my own
No
view,
issue.
but
No problem.
if my own view is not okay, we'll go to the other at the top.
No problem.
So the question, but let's look at it as engineers and see what we can do before I call on our lead mentor or our mentors to come and help out.
Okay.
Because
No issues.
I know if I call on our mentor, Mr. Program Pandi, he'll say, Greg, you are DevOps engineer. What do you think? So let me do what he will say first. So they said, okay, said we should go to report, burn down chart. If you don't see report, so let me now even look at this chart and see.
Okay.
So basically, sprint burn down chart. Basically, I think it's showing the sprint burn down chart. So basically, I think a sprint is just basically getting incremental changes of your project in features and improvements. So if you talk of burn down chart, I think it's basically showing when the project started to when the project ended. So that should be burning down. Then I think burning up should be reversing, maybe when the project ended to when it started. So I think that's what just basically I said. So if you look at it, you see remaining work, number of points left to complete this thing.
Yes.
So that is the way I see it. But now, based on my answer, I don't even know which one is. I know basically it's about your sprint. Your sprint maybe taking 1 to 4 weeks and all that. Because basically, you know, in the agile methodology, it's not like the former one where we have to wait a very long time. Minimal features, increments are done, releases at short particular time, so the product owner can see, the stakeholder can see what is happening. So maybe for the sprint, what might have been, maybe they want to do the login page, they want to do the password, this thing, the landing page and all that. So that will take a sprint. The process, how long will it take? 1 to 2 weeks, 1 to 4 weeks. So the sprint burn down chart can be basic. I don't know whether which one is down, which one is up, but I know it's basically about this piece. So what might basically be from start of the project to finish of the project. Another one will be from finish to start of the project. So I think I just said I think I've tried my best. Can I call on
you know why I was asking the last demo, I think Mr. Abhishek did.
Yeah.
He directed that we should go and do burn up. Okay, so but since then, after then, nobody has been doing burn up. They've been using burn down. So I just needed the clarity, which is better. Fine, you've explained the burn down. Okay, so you're
I'm not sure if I'm right, I'm not sure if I'm right, but you know, as you have asked this question, what it now means is that after this session, we will go and Google and find out whether I'm right or not. But I just gave my layman experience. I don't know. Maybe if I'm right or wrong, one of the commenters will correct me and tell me.
All right. It's fine.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Well done, sir.
Thank you.
Meantime, I have pasted your answer in the chat.
I don't know
Please
if I
see
can.
that, and we can go ahead, right? Richmond, right? You can see your answer in the chat. In meantime, we are going ahead for next group. We don't have much time actually. Please see there, Richmond.
Thank you, sir. It's fine.
Okay. Who is from group 6?
Yes, sir, I'll go first.
Okay, please share your screen. Greg took so much time. but explain well. No problem. Yes, please share.
Yes, sir, I'm trying to share. It's not getting, I'm not seeing allow. I'm not able to be, it's not, the allow button is not getting clicked. Yeah, now it's there.
Yeah, it's coming. Okay.
So is it visible?
Yes, visible.
Really fine.
Okay, hi everybody. Good evening. I know it's a bit late for us, so I'll just quickly wrap up both the assignments in one. I have combined both the assignments. Whatever steps are, they are mostly similar. So whatever the learning is there, I have just combined in this same presentation for assignment 3 and 4, and the demo will be presented by my other colleagues and team leads, that is Vishal Gore and Suganya Sundaran. I'm sorry if I'm spelled it wrongly. So this is our Group 6 presentation. I'm Shraddha, and my friend Vishal and Suganya, they will be presenting the demo session. So in this, a brief introduction, and we'll go about what exactly we'll run a 5-day mini sprint in Jira and ship and increment in existing website, for example, and how we set up a sprint in Jira. Then we will track
Shraddha,
down.
sorry, disturb you. Just scroll this one, remove this one's icon. You can see
Minimize
you
it.
are
Minimize.
sharing your entire screen, something kind of.
What's up?
Oh,
It is only
just
for me or for all.
minus that. Stop sharing side.
You are sharing your screen. A small pop-up is there in front of us.
We are
Just go in
seeing the
PPT.
Zoom
Got
Yeah,
it, sir.
just
Got it.
stop sharing that. Yeah. Just share the PPT alone, Shraddha.
I'm not finding it, sir. That I'm getting an option to
Share again. I will guide you where the button. Yeah, all good.
Maybe just move the screens to, yeah, you can move and keep it that way.
now it's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, it's okay.
So we'll be setting up a sprint in Jira. Then we'll be doing going to retro nodes. What are retro nodes? Then a burn down chart will go to the burn down chart. What it is exactly, and we'll check some backlog refinement points, and we'll check what is a sprint in Jira managed by teams. So that is a team managed sprint. So firstly, already it's explained, my friend Vincent has already explained us what is agile, what is waterfall. So this is how exactly we are going to, like, for example, if we are making a website, a static website, we can take an example of our DMI cohort website. If we all are planning to do, so how we'll go about it? We'll check some, we'll do some requirement gathering, whatever is required on the pages, whatever courses are there, whatever agenda is there, sorry, whatever things we are going to teach and all that. So what we will do is we will create some pages for learning, development, contact us about. So in this way, who will be the will make some different people that are the team owners, that are the product owners, the scrum master, dev lead, DevOps lead. So one by one, we'll go into this product owner, scrum master, what he does, what the dev lead does exactly. But this is the gatherings we do for that website. For example, if we take a DMI website, then who will be the product owner, what requirements he is going to set up, and how he will be the person who is going to define in how many days we are going to complete that website, etc. Then scrum master is there to guide what exactly the dev team will do, the DevOps team will do, and how exactly in that mentioned time frame we are going to submit our project. Then the dev lead will handle technical direction, code quality, etc. Then DevOps will decide which infrastructure we are going to do, how it is going to be done. So together, whatever this is going to go on, so we'll be running this smoothly by a PMP software, that is Jira. So let's get hands dirty with it. Here is, like, firstly, as per our assignment, it is set up a sprint in Jira and started. So we are going to ship a visible Praveen Mishra portfolio footer version, and we are going to deploy it. This is as per the assignment of us of our assignment 3. So in this task, we are going to start a new sprint and add the required details. So here I have added a screenshot for your reference. So if we go and create a sprint 1, and then we are going to add that comment, whatever sir has given. In real world, what we will do, we'll also start a sprint for that DMI website, and we will be creating stories inside it as per like, for example, we're going to create index.html front end page, the backend MySQL databases or whatever, and whatever changes we're going to do, we are going to break it into small pieces of work that are stories and subsets of the stories. So in this real world, we will be going that way. Here we are taking an example of the assignment. So secondly, now we have created a sprint, but why it is important? So a sprint is like a time frame that, for example, if it's a week or 2 weeks, so depends upon what we are going to do exactly. So the Scrum Master will decide as per the product owner and the how much time it's going to take for that particular project to develop. So for example, if we are making a DMI website and it has 5 pages, so for example, if 10 people are going to work, so one day they are going to do index.html, second day contact page, etc. So this is the planning thing. The sprint is the time frame that we can take a leap and work and complete that. If we are giving a specific task and we are assigning that, so that makes that work efficient, and every developer, for example, 5 developers are there, they are working on 5 pages, so every day they're going to complete 1 page and deliver it at the end of the day. So why do we need this? So that everyone knows what he or she is doing, what the developer is doing. What if we assign a proper task, that at the end of the day we'll also have a report what everyone has done. Then the delivery goes faster. Otherwise, if we don't have a goal set and if we're not assigning properly to a particular the particular person will do it at his own leisure time, and the delivery will be not faster. So it is going to increase the time of the development. So easy tracking means, like I already said, that if we are assigning the goals and everything, so that we will have an exact report what exactly the person has done or how the project is going. And we can also continuously improve in our coding methodology. If something is taking time, we can cut it down and we can change our tech stack, etc. So what is a creating a story? So in a sprint, we will use stories. Stories are like user stories, what the user exactly wants. These are like big features we are going to break into small manageable tasks. So for example, in index.html, if there are 3 parts, a header, middle page, and the footer, for example. So this will be changed into, this will be broken into smaller tasks that are stories. So what this will do is that summary we can will be getting an exact idea what how the coding is going or how the pages are going, how the development of the project is going. So in this assignment number 3, what we are doing, we are going to add a story, add a footer with version and deploy date. Then we are going to add a description. Then we are going to add whatever sir has given the description. We need to change this, and story point estimate is given, labels are given. We already know how we have put the label in. Greg has already explained that. And what are story points? Story points are like 1 2 1 2 3 5 8, and it's almost give all, sorry, many a times they are using Fibonacci series. So as per the Fibonacci series, 1 and 2 are compared to be the highest priority task, and as per after that, if the priority, if the task story point is set to 15, so it is going to be a least priority task. So for example, some social media pages are there, so some social media icons are there, so those might be given a least priority, and the footer and the header or the menu would be given the first priority. So they are going to be completed first, then the story point 50. So these are the are very story points are nothing but estimate the efforts that are required to complete a story. So this is the, for example, I've taken a screenshot and you have already seen a practical of it. So I'm not going to waste much time. So you can see this summary, a description of that. And this is the story we are creating from the blue button. So what are subtask in a story? Subtask are again very smaller part in the story. So for in this assignment, what we are going to do is we are going to divide the subtask we are going to add 5 subtasks for a particular story. So day 1 we are going to implement footer, then day 2, day 3, day 4, and day 5. I have just added this screenshot so that once you add some subtask, this icon comes. So this is the story, and I have added these 5 subtasks, that is day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and day 5. So you can assign over here and you can set it as to do or in progress as per in real world. What we'll do is the developer will assign himself, we will assign these to 5 different people, for example, and the developer will once he starts working on it, he will change this to in progress. The second developer will change it to in progress, so we can get an exact idea what the work is going on. Then this is third one, um, third third part of it. So third part, what we'll do, we already have a sprint created, so we'll just drag those that story which you have created with the subtask into the sprint, and we'll start the sprint. So what is this? We already seen what sprint is. So once we start the sprint, it will be the time frame will start for the team, and the entire team will know that we have to complete this in 1 week of time. And as per that, we'll also get the board, like this is the story, it's in to do state. Then once it's in progress, we'll get it over here, and when it's done, we'll get it over here. So after actual demo, we'll see this in the demo, that we have changed the footer, we have done the real world coding, then we have committed it and we have deployed it to EC2. So we'll see that in actual demo. So these are the steps. So clone the Git repo. This is the repo. These are the commands. We will go into that repo. We'll initialize Git, and we will create it by this -b. We'll create and check out in the new branch of this footer. So these are the steps I have recorded. Then secondly, it's the same thing. It's the second trail of that thing, that index.html, other pages are there. We have changed it and we have committed the page. We'll see this. So I'm not wasting much of the time over here. And these are the steps for the connecting to the EC2, and we'll be sharing those, copying those files to the EC2 instance. So this, once this one subtask is completed, we'll be changing it to done. So in this way, you can see that this first subtask of the story is in progress, but this is done. Then second will be done, and once all 5 stories are done, the sprint will be completed. So this is the part of the task again. So this will be again covered in the main demo. So this is the task in the assignment. So we are adding the deploy date, that is using the JavaScript, and this is the code that will be added to the index.html. Again, we'll git add, we'll commit with the commit the message, and then we'll deploy it to EC2. Once every task is completed, we are going to change that Jira status from to do to in progress and then to done. So once the sprint is completely done, we'll be having like a retro burn down comment will add. So mostly the Scrum Master who has worked on the project will add some retro comment on that entire project or entire story or the sprint, so that we can understand what exactly was lacking in this project, what went good, what went bad. So, and this is the a burn down chat. So usually what this chat is important. Sir has already explained in the this thing in the comment. He has mentioned all this. What is the importance of burn down report, so that we can understand how much the project is lacking, how much we need to work on it, etc. This is a sample retro comment. So we'll see what exactly is good in our project, like these are done smoothly, etc. and what we can improve, like okay, this could be improved, this some developer wants something else to be added or some tech stack to be changed, so this could be improved, he can add it. So why do we need a burn down report? It's like show how much work is left, helps track if the team is on schedule, and whatever the delays or scopes changes. In short, like are we on track to finish the sprint? Like if there is a deadline for the project, so are we going to complete it or not? We can get an idea, or the project manager can get the idea. So this is the sprint retrospective. This is the comment, and why we require that is for the PM, the project management, to understand how we are going for the entire project. So these are the role. This is assignment 4, and assignment 4 we are playing different roles, or we are adding our friends or developers in different roles. So basically, largely we are going to see project owner, scrum master, dev lead, and DevOps lead plus the product. So who is the product owner? They act as a bridge between stakeholders and development team. So for example, if the DMI website is to be told by some person or some client who wants to get that website developed by us, so the product owner will be acting as a bridge between that person who is paying us and the development team, that is us. So he is the entire person who knows what exactly is to be delivered. So he will be owning the product backlog. So he'll be creating the backlog, whatever stories are required, then prioritizes his base and the work, and also he all whatever, for example, the button is required is to be colored blue or red or some other things that are required by the user perspective. So he's going to define that and create those stories. And he's also going to accept or reject the completed work, that if a developer has delivered some work, if it is up to the mark or not, he's going to decide. And Scrum Master, the second person, he's going to take care that everything whatever the product owner has assigned is taking place properly, so that he would be again also acting as a team coach. Like for example, any developer has any issues, he is going to guide him and make sure that the work is completed. Then again, stand-ups, he will be taking the stand-up meetings, sprint planning and all that. So he will be ensuring and responsible for that. He will be removing any blockers. For example, if someone has a problem, he'll assign that a guardian or a mentor to him, or he'll be assigning one more developer to to help him in that development, etc. Again, he's going to help the team improving by learning or something. Then dev lead, he is going to take the entire lead of that development or the coding process. So what tech stacks are going to use, if you're going to use Flutter, or if you're going to use JavaScript, if you're going to use HTML, etc. Well, he's going to do that. He's going to review code. He's going to, whatever the best practices are there, okay, like the website should be the speed should be higher, whatever the best practices are required for making that website to be the best, and as per the mark, he's going to take care of that. So he's going to also take technical decisions regarding the development part. Then DevOps, that are mostly we are going to play this role. So we are the people who are going to build, deploy, and run to the production. That is like we are doing every time. We are building EC2 instances. So if CI/CD pipelines are needed, like Docker is needed, whatever is needed, we are going to make a decision. So infrastructure and cloud means where we are going to host that. For example, is EC2, Azure, or some other way. And monitor also, because we are the people who are responsible for keeping it running 24/7. The server should be running and all that. So monitoring is also important. Reliability means like how much RAM is required, is that RAM sufficient for that application, etc. And security as well. So thank you. Thank you for listening to me. And here are two further readings are there. Like this is the community Atlassian learning part, and this is the support for support link. So here you can see that community learning, you can create an account, and also you can just go on their catalog and learn. Sorry. Hello. Is it
Yeah,
visible,
we
sir?
can. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So you can just go and learn over here about Jira, about PMP, about your like whatever project management things are required. You can select your course. Even Jira is here available here, and you can just go ahead and learn whatever you want. Then this is the platform, the forums of support of Atlassian. For example, if you want to integrate with Slack, if you want to integrate with Git, so you can just integrate with Git to Jira. So here are the documents you can just set up. You can go to app, your Jira this thing, go to apps, and you can just manage your apps. Add that app whichever you want and get it started. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Well done, Siddharth. Well done. Is there any question you can ask? Else we are going to on demo. Vishal is there. I think we have repeated so many times. There should be no any question, right? Yes, goodness, please go ahead.
Points based on the story points. So I noticed that for assignments, most of the time, it's that is like the CSS part. We mostly assign 2 points. So my question is, for the story point, do we assign them based on difficulty or priority? Is it how difficult the task is to perform or based on our priority? So how do we assign story point? That is just my confusion.
Yes, Siddharth, please go ahead.
So I did not understand the question. I'm sorry.
He is asking like, what is the base to assign the points to the story?
Okay.
Do you priority or
just a minute, I'll share you this. If you just Google, for example, if you just Google also, you'll get a cheat sheet for this story points. I'll share you that in the chat. Just give
Godness, it will depends upon your complexity of your task. Okay.
Okay, so like for example now, we want to prioritize our task, so we can place a story point that has maybe one above the one that has two, right?
It depends on the risk and the how complex the risk factor is also there. If your team is new, the risk might be more, but then maybe the application what we are developing might be simple, but then your team is new, so you may rate accordingly. Together they become whatever point you want. So the smallest one, you will maybe, if you put one, the others will be that many times more complex or more difficult. So that's why one, and then you have the Fibonacci numbers that you have, right? It'll all go higher and higher in that order.
Right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You can see my chat also. I have pasted few lines on that.
Yes, I've seen it. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Welcome. Is there any other question? Yes, Purva, please go ahead.
Hi. So my question is in general, if Shraddha can also answer, but it's a general question that what happens if one story or one task is not completed in the sprint? Does it go to the next backlog, or do we increase the duration of the sprint? How does it work in general in the office?
Yes, Siddha and Vishal, would you like to answer?
So as per my knowledge, the sprint will not get completed. We get an error that this point is incomplete. That's why the sprint will not get completed. So we'll have to either move it to the backlog, or you can complete that story and wait for that completion, and then the sprint will get completed. But you can also move that story to backlog again, as per my knowledge.
Okay.
But I guess
as per company
The
standard, it will
ideal
go.
suggestion is not to extend the sprint. So I
Yes,
think the good
right.
practice is to go to the backlog and complete the sprint, and then we can prioritize back to the next sprint.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well said.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Is there any other question? Please ask, else we are going to Vishal. Vishal, please go ahead and share your screen.
Assignment 3 will be doing Suganya.
By Suganya, like it's me, so I'm going to
Okay.
share my screen now.
Okay,
Yeah,
screen,
thank you.
okay.
No worries. Hope you're seeing my screen. Please restart screen sharing. Okay, I think I have to restart. Are you seeing my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Great. Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Suganya. I'm part of Group-6. Thank you, Vincent Greg from Group-5 for walking us through the Scrum concepts and Jira setup. Also thankful to Sharda for her presentation that sets the ground. So now as a continuity, I will be walking you through running the 5-day sprint. So we have prerequisites here. So we are in this assignment and this is the prerequisites. So here in Jira, in my, I have created a workspace just to help with the timing. I have created a story, like that's what is asked. So have copy pasted this summary description and this acceptance criteria, the story point, all that. So ideally, if you want to create, it should be like create, and you can copy paste the summary, and then when you hit this, you will see, you know, like the details in here. So I have pasted this description, acceptance criteria, and also if you go back and check, like there is a story point asked and the labels. So that's where I have given my details of story points and labels as front end. And also I have created an epic and tagged it. So yeah, and then followed by, there is another prerequisite is to create subtasks for day 1 through 5. And that's where you can see all these are created. And now I'm like assigned, I mean, this user story is assigned to myself now. So this is all as a prerequisite. So I'm just going to close this. And now the next step would be like getting into the tasks where like we are going to set up the sprint. So going back here, we wanted to create the sprint. So if you click this, like I have created a sprint basically, and then like yeah, I have created the sprint for 5 days, and I have copy pasted this what do you call the goal, the sprint goal from the instruction, and then I have just updated. Now we will move this backlog to the sprint, just drag and drop, and that's it. So right now the sprint is not yet started. So we will enable the sprint as per the instruction so that we can start working on the tasks. Just start the sprint. It will say like start. And yeah, that's what it is. So now if you refresh this board, you will see the sprint is started, and there is a to do. Now the task 1 here is like to add, the goal is to add footer text to the website and make it visible. We have to clone this from a remote repo, and then like we have to clone it like in our local, and then create a branch, and then like make the edits. So this is the primary GitHub repo from which we have to create a copy or clone it in our local. So I have done this pre-step like to help with the time. So I have this ready. At the same time, I have also created my own repo for the assignment. So here I would say I have just differentiated just with a demo. That's all it is. But otherwise, just follow the instructions as in the Udemy course, and then you should be all fine. So now I have the setup in my local as well. And now let's see like what we are supposed to do. Like hopefully you should be able to see my this as well. Let's start editing. And before that, if you notice in the instruction that there is also like the first step is like to start with the daily scrum and then make the changes in the Jira. So I will do that. Okay. I will move this to in progress. At the same time, I will also change all of this. Is that? I will start with in progress, maybe 1 or 2, and then let's see. Okay. Ideally, I should filter for the items from the list. So all right. So here in the comments, I will just add like for the today's stand-up, this is what we discussed. So yesterday I finished assignment 1 and 2, but today I'll be working on this task 1. And right now I don't see any blockers. So I'm just going to talk this in the daily scrum and also comment in the Jira. So that's what I'm going to do, save here. And then move on with the, so this task is also marked as in progress. So now I'm going to change this in, I think I should also share this VS Code. Just a moment. Yeah. So here is my local repo, and I will be changing this in the VS Code. So let's go through the instructions. So we need to add this text in the footer, like this is what we need to do, and also make this date change. And we need to name, like if it is me, I'm going to put my name here, and then see, test it in local. Okay. So here, instead of this, we are going to change. So I also have my local, the current version, right? So in the current version, this is the local. So here, this is what we see currently, crafted. What is that? Crafted with Cloud Excellence by Praveen Mishra. So this is the place we wanted to go and change. And, so I will add this and save. So let's quickly see if this can be reflected or verified.
I can't hear you actually. Are you talking still or what?
No, I'm just changing in VS Code. Was that from the beginning or is it?
No,
I'm
just now.
talking now.
There was a pause. Yeah. Okay, got it.
All right, so I'm just changing. So every time you do something in your local project, it's better to check in the local first, and then once you are good with the changes, then just go ahead and commit the changes. So this is the thing, right? Like initially I did not give the date or update. I was trying to test, and there was some the spaces and all that which we figured out in local, and then we fixed it, and then now it's all set to be moved or committed, I would say. So so right now this is my repo. I will check the status. So this is the one file which was changed. So I'll do a git add, means one file I can give either waste dot or maybe this. So now this is all it is. And now let's see the next step. So now this has to be pushed to the repository, like my remote repository, so that I can deploy this from here to my EC2 instance. That's what I'm aiming. So I will now commit the changes. So there is a specific instruction in the course to use this the commit version, and then I'm going to use the same. All right, now it's time to push it, and then I can now just take it from here to EC2 instance. So I think one thing I missed was to create the branch itself. Maybe should I git stash and start, or how this works, or for the time being I can just push it because it's my repo. I can just do ideally it is we are supposed to create a branch and then start working on it. So now this is right now available. So here is my EC2 instance. Maybe I need to sign in again. I have my EC2 instance up and running, and if you see, like this is also like having the old version. Now I wanted to just connect and make changes, or push the changes to EC2 and then see how it comes up. So I'm just going to connect from here for now. So this is the initial version before the change. So now I'm going to just, see like what's it going to say. Before that, if you see in the GitHub, there is one version which is like I have pushed. So this is committed, and now let's bring this to the EC2 instance. Before that, I will also ensure the status of my Nginx. It's enabled, and now I'll be doing is I will copy the changes. I mean, before that, I'll have to git pull. Let me do that. So the changes, whatever we have pushed to the repository, my repository is available, and now it's there. And now it's time to push this to the Nginx folder, like the where www.html. So because I have it in the main folder, like I'm just pushing or copying the changes directly from there. What's that? Oh, sorry, have to come out. And then, so now it should be there. If you go, I mean, reload, it should reflect our latest changes, and that's it. So this is the first task. And then let's see what we are supposed to do. So since we have finished, then we are going to move this to done. Like in Jira, we are going to mark the subtask as done. And then like for the assignments, we have to take these set of screenshots and then move on with the next task. So let me go mark this to done. And that's it. We are done with our first task. Now, I mean, when I say day one sprint, so again, like the next is a similar change, but we wanted to make this deployment date a dynamic one. So for that, again, going back to the VS Code, we will just change and do a quick deployment. And maybe again, I wanted to say start with a Scrum in Jira. I'll go to oh, this is in progress. No, I'm going to my next task. And in my Scrum, I discussed whatever I'm supposed to work on today, which is this ticket. So I'm just like marking those comments in the Jira as well. And I have marked the in progress status. So I'm good to go and start working on. So now, I'm just double checking. I'm going to start from the latest code, whatever I have. So at least now I'm going to create this branch where I'll be working in this branch. And if you know, like I'm going to change this part. There is my VS Code. Okay. So in here, I'm going to make this changes. So which means initially it was like a hard-coded number or whatever. Now I have added this span and then appropriately there is a JavaScript for that. So even though this data is little task, we could say this changes like it's going to take it dynamic. So I'm just going to save this quick. And then I'm not going to check this in local, but there is another quick way to check it out, which is I'm just going to open directly from my folder and see like this date is C dynamic right now. And again, this is good to go, and I can like merge it in my repo and then move it to the EC2 instance. So let's do that. And there is also instruction for the README. Maybe I can also add that README update just to ensure whatever we have done so far is like updated in the document README file. So here is something we are supposed to add. There is an example given. I'm going to write my notes and then I'm going to save here. So that's fed. Now if we go check our Git status, it should show like 2 files. Then I will do stage it with this, again Git status. Yes, and then I'm going to commit this with a comment like generate deploy date automatically. And now I'm going to push it to the branch. So now this is good to go. And then in the EC2 instance, I'm going to go here. Oh no, again, I have to merge, sorry. Yeah, so 3 seconds before there is a new branch. So I'm going to refresh this and see. We should have got 2 branches now, which is my branch which I created. I'll go compare the pull request, preview it. Like these are the changes I have done. Yeah, these are the changes I have done. And then on the next file, README, I have, I mean, these are the 2 changes, I know. Yeah. So then I'm going to do a pull request, create a pull request. And then I'm just approve or like do the pull request here. So confirm the merge. So in that way, this is going to be like merged into the main branch. So that's number 1. So after that, I'm going to see like in the EC2 instance, I'm going to see like git pull. So it's going to bring in my latest changes from these branch, and this is all merged. So we are good. I'm going to again like move these changes to the Nginx folder, and in that way. And then let's reload. So this is going to refresh and we will see this change. And even if it is tomorrow, I'm going to open this up. This date is automatically going to change. I don't need to hard code this because I have made the change for the dynamic date. So that's about the task 2. And now we have this, and we can mark this what do you call this, day 2 done, and then we are good to go. Let me do that. All right. So the same way we have to repeat this day 4 as well. It's again a minor like UI change. We have to follow the same process and then commit. Pravinji, like let me know if you want to go ahead, or like is it fine because it's the same? Let me know.
It's the same. No problem. Go ahead.
So you want me to continue doing this?
No. Skip this part.
Skip. Okay, thank you. So we are going to do this for all the rest of the task. So when it comes to day 5, that's the demo and retro, where we will show like whatever changes maybe if I'm the one who is like doing the demo, I will say like as per the acceptance criteria, like there is a date deployed which is dynamic and all the changes are taken care. We have done what do you call responsive check as well. Maybe if you I mean if you go here, inspect and see, like you can demo this change as well, where like responsiveness is taken care or tested. So that brings in like end of the sprint. So, and then coming to the retro, like we also wanted to talk about what went well in the sprint and what we could have improved or what we can improve in the next sprint. And one pillar, like what we have seen value in this sprint, right? Like, so we want to understand how it went, and I have the comments here, so maybe I can put my comments. So this is today's date. I'm just going to add the comments for Jira ticket. I mean, of course, we have to mark this whole of the task completed, but just for the demo purpose, let's assume this is done, and I'll mark it done, and then we will add this comment. So what I'm saying is all the deployment were consistent, and we ensured we tested in local, and we did not break any live site. And that's a good thing about the sprint. This sprint especially, everything was smooth. And then we also tested the mobile responsiveness successfully, and that gave a professional look on all the devices. So what we could have improved is something. Of course, all these we have done as a manual deployment, and for the next sprint, maybe it's good to have automated steps, so that increases our productivity and chances of reduce the chances of any errors. And the value here is the continuous delivery, right? Like we have done a continuous delivery, like we have shipped small changes, and then we did not wait for a large change to happen or one big release to happen. So in that way, users and any customers can see the changes, all the stakeholders including. So that's the comment, that's the retro. I'm just adding to in talking in a real meeting and then adding to this user story. And that's the thing. And if you like, we can also watch our burn down chart, how we are doing good and how we are like and then yeah, that brings the end of the sprint. And we are also supposed to do a demo from the assignment point of view. And yeah, now I would like to hand it over to Vishal for assignment 4 of week 4.
Yeah, thank you, Suganya. You presented very well.
Thank you. I will stop my screen.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I will share mine.
Well done, Sukanya. You explained very well.
Thank you, Ji.
Now we saw what you will do.
I will demonstrate assignment 4.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
So I am sharing my screen.
Please explain in a way that I can ask you questions.
Yeah, very good. Is my screen visible? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. This is our main sheet where we can
Just cross your window, small window each side. Please minimize your cross.
this.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. This is week 4 assignment. and I am demonstrating this week assignment 4. You can just click here and go to your assignment. But this assignment window is very small, that's why I copied everything to this document. So I will do everything from here. So the prerequisites are Jira account. I have Jira account. Go to Jira. Yeah. So task 1 is roles, and we are creating project. What happened? What is Jira? Jira is a project management and issue tracking tool developed by Atlassian. It is mainly used by software teams to plan, track, and manage work using agile methodologies like Scrum and Kanban. So this is our dashboard. Now we are creating a space. I already downloaded this source code in my download in zip file. So no need to do that again. Yeah, we will choose Scrum and use this template. Our project name is go to job team Rasta, Suganya, and Vishal. We will select team manage. We will keep it private. Next, this is our project key. So Scrum is a framework. Scrum is an agile framework used to manage and complete complex projects. Work is divided into small time periods called sprints. Usually those time periods are like 2 weeks, but we will be doing once a week in our assignment. Jira provides Scrum boards where we can manage backlog, create sprints, assign tasks, and track progress visually. So we can here invite our team. So I will invite them right now. Team, we will get an email. Just join the project. So this is our board. This is our backlog section of our project. Assignment 1 is done. My task 1 is done. Task 2 is creating a Jira project. We created Jira project team mode. We selected as a team mode, and I invited my team to project. If the default select private access key, yeah, we did this. Then we did this. Create a task 3. We are going to create epic. You can toggle here and epic, enable epic, or you can just press E, press E. It will open here. Now we are creating epic. So epic name, improve, go to job UI, Control C, Control V, and enter. So you can click here and view details, view all details. Now add summary in a description. I will assign this epic to myself. Yeah, done. Task 3 is done. Task 4, feed the product backlog. Create 6 to 8 stories. We will create only 3 because of the time. Here, just click on create and go to your story. What are the stories? Hero tagline clarity. Brief, enter. We can add epic here, attach epic with this story. We did this as a task. I have to do it as a story as mentioned in the assignment. So epic is a large feature like anything, creating a website login page, and a backlog is a list of all pending work. I added epic to this task. The split. I have to change as a story. We can do this in this way. Assign to myself. We have to do assign story point. This is a worth of 1 story point. Okay. Stories as a user requirement, and tasks like small work items, and bugs are like errors or issues. We can add such things in a project. Yes, one of the story is created. We will create second story. Wait, I have to add this in the description. Second story. It is also 1 point work. And then it will assign to I will assign this to Shraddha. Can't see Shraddha here. Wait, I have to refresh it. I can't see Shraddha and Suganya. Yeah, I can see now. I will assign this to Shraddha. Have a description. Now we will create a story thing. Telling it. This is your 2 point. I will assign this to Suganya. Wait. Task 4 is done. Task 5. Task 5 is planning process. Here we discuss with our team. Each task is what work. As Praveen shared how tasks are measured, like the story points are based on the efforts we need in the task, like in Fibonacci series. And we assign story points with group discussion with our team. We discussed every assignment task, assignment story, and we concluded that the third story is not worth of 2 points, because it just have to change text like large or bolder. So it's only worth of 1 point, we think as, and then we decided that to keep it as a 1 point.
Vishal, you and your team cannot decide this, right?
Oh,
It will be your Scrum Master who can decide.
okay. So I will leave it as a 2. But here in this assignment, task 5 planning proper, estimate each story 1, 2, 3 and record quick response for each story component. Discuss with your debate, any debate happened, and mention it. So I mentioned, we debated and we concluded that this third story is not worth of 2 points, 2 story points. So Scrum Master will we will update to the Scrum Master. Scrum Master decided that it is worth of 1 point or 2 points. So we will move to the task 6, sprint planning, create sprint plus sprint goal plus scope. Now we are creating sprint. Sprint 1 is already created by default, so we have to just edit it. Edit sprint. So this is our project key. We don't have to delete it. This is duration. Usually sprints are 2 weeks, but I will keep it as a 1 week. Sprint goal. Here is a sprint goal. I can write my own, but I will just copy here and paste. Edit. Move 3 to 4 storage into sprint 1. I will move 1, 2, storage and drag here to the sprint. Yeah. Now I have to create a subtask in each story. I will create subtask in only story 1. My team will do rest of the 2 story. And subtask deploy enter verify enter deploy. Intro. So task 6 is done. Now we move to the task 7 report. Open burn down chart. Open your burn down chart and confirm it exists for sprint 1. There is not shown in the report, so I have to add to the navigation bar report. Add to navigation. It is here. Sprint burn down chart. I have to first start the sprint. First start the sprint. Backlog. Start sprint. For only 1 week. Yeah. Start. This UI is like when you start the sprint, all the backlog. Wait, one. Yeah, great. Report. Sprint burn down chart. What is sprint burn down chart? In Scrum, a burn down chart is a graphical representation that shows how much work is remaining versus time in a sprint. This is the representation of how much time is remaining, how much work is done and time remaining. Okay. Now we move to, yeah, burn down chart is done. Now we move to task 8. Ship one small increment, build, deploy plus proof. So I will do this story, story 1. Shraddha will do the story 2, and Suganya will do story 3. Team, you don't have to do all the work, just move to the in progress and then done. We don't have that much time today. Here is my story, and here are the sub tasks. Now, for assignment. Assignment 8, pick one story from student 1. I pick the story 1 and implement UI only changes in code. If I have to implement UI only change, I need source code that I already downloaded it. This is it. I have to first unzip it, open in terminal. Unzip.
You don't need to do all these things. Just go through what you will do, express in words.
Okay, got it.
We
Sir.
don't have much time actually.
Okay, thank you, sir. So just we have to changes in a UI. Like in my first story, I have to change, find your next role as replace with search my something like this. Search your job to find your next role first. So I have to just change that much part, and I have to build it then. Create then implement it, check git status, git add, and commit all the changes and push it to the git repository. Then create your EC2 instance. I have already created it. And also did all the work like deploying. Just then clone all the, wait, I already done this. I will show you. Yeah, I already cloned go to job here. You can see that. Already cloned it here and moved it to the default Nginx server. Default Nginx HTML folder. That is ls war www/html. This I have also moved all the source code to this default folder.
I bring in now. You stop playing and write. Move that thing from your mouth.
Okay, no problem. So I have deployed to the EC2 instance and the static any static thing. Okay. Update to Jira. Move your story. So now I have to move in progress. Progress.
What happened?
Nothing. Sorry, yeah. Build it. I build it. So in progress, done. In progress. I already built it. So I have done. Verify. I have to verify it. This is my public IP. I already changed this. Now we are verifying this. In progress, then done. Deployed also. Taking screenshot for the assignment purpose. Don't have to do that right now. So I am just clicking to done. Yeah. So one is done. We just move to the done. So task it is done. These screenshot we have to done for get for assignment. So that we don't have to do that now. This is the retro notes. We can just give comment in a story. Not mine. This is here we have to give a comment. What went well? What can we improve? Or everything where this note. Everything. Note. I just give a comment. This is the retro note. Done. We are now completed the assignment. Yeah, anyone have any questions? Done.
Okay, that's great. Any question? Please ask your question.
Yeah, I want to ask one question to Vishal. Vishal, which role were you playing out of all the three roles of an agile team?
I am deploying.
Okay. So which team you are part of?
I am DevOps team. Part of DevOps team.
Okay, so you were the agile team. So who was playing the product owner then?
Right now I am the product owner.
Okay, so did you speak to all your stakeholders before you put in the backlog items?
No.
Okay, just joking. Thank you.
Thank you.
But a DevOps engineer, how can it will be, I mean, product owner?
No, I don't know, sir.
Hey, you should say like, I don't know who is product owner, because I have received this task. I have to complete this. Maybe Praveen Mishra sir, maybe product owner. Praveen Pandey, maybe Scrum Master. So I am not aware of that, right? As a DevOps engineer, my task is to do this story and all these things. Okay, is there any other question? Please ask your question. It seems all good. No question? Okay, then thank you so much. And please don't forget to join tomorrow's session. Okay, it's an interview kind of session. We will participate. All commenters will be there. More than 80 people will be there. Okay, so it will be very interesting day. And you have not participated yet, then you can participate in 8 minutes. I have conducted a poll for you. If you are going to join tomorrow's session, please participate in poll.
So you can see your names on the seat for tomorrow interview sessions.
Because we had limited seats, like 60 seats, but I can see it's 85, more than 85 people already voted for that. We are closing it very soon.
And make sure that you come with preparation for these 3 topics like Git, Linux, and Jira. Like whatever the things you have done in the past 2-3 weeks, like week 2, 3, and 4. The question will be from that only.
Yeah, I will post an announcement message in which you can see like what kind of questions and what is the marks and how many questions it will ask. Okay, so all details will be posted there in announcement message very soon. Okay then, bye bye, take care. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank you. Good night.
Okay, bye. Good
Thank
night.
you.
Good night,
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Thank you.